Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. Okay. Whoa. I didn't see this one coming. This is a woman down, woman down. Oh, man. This is a massive woman down. And it's going to lead to a lot of things. Okay. Her. Cassie Ventura. Many of us know her, not so much from her music career back in mid-90s, 90s, 2000s, somewhere around there. And P. Diddy, where is he at? P. Diddy more so tried to market her like an Aaliyah, but it didn't work out. It really didn't. And he signed her to 10 albums, which I think he most definitely regretted doing that, because he saw her, oh, young and beautiful, and then I can, woo her away from Andre Harrell, and she was with Andre Harrell when she was a teenager, and then got with P. Diddy when she was like 19, 18, 19, somewhere around there, and then had a whirlwind romance, whatever it is, okay, and then it went into right? Okay, that's the background. I'm not going to get into the complete particulars of it, but where her woman down comes in. Now, Cassie participated in some freca offers. Now, whether if she was pushed into it or not, or doing it willingly, don't know. I'm not going to relitigate, re-argue, re-debate about that situation right there. Just going to deal with what is. She participated in it. And then at some point when P. Diddy dropped her for Young Miami. Now, whatever P. Diddy saw in her, it didn't come out the way it was supposed to be. He gave Young Miami everything that she wanted from P. Diddy, but P. Diddy gave it to Young Miami willingly. And Young Miami understood how to use the situation. Young Miami knew the game. She meaning Cassie, came in as a side piece, and she knew his wife Kim and knew J-Lo, but however stayed as a side piece and then wanted a little bit more than what he was offering. Now, look, when you give a man wife status, wife everything, and he's not married to you, and you're not looking at it as a game, but you're looking at it as how I can get him to marry me, she didn't make him buy the cow. She gave him a quart of milk, and he was happy with the quart of milk while getting the full cow. All right, just a saying. So he's out with Young Miami. He's giving Young Miami $250,000 a month. That's something that she didn't get. Now, was it spite? Whatever it was. Because it's either Cassie left him or he left Cassie for Young Miami. Now, he was still giving her a little money to maintain the lifestyle that he gave her. However, she, meaning Cassie, moved on with her husband. He was a personal trainer. However, he did not give her or could not give her the lifestyle that P. Diddy gave her. Go to expensive hotels, having people come up giving you massages, doing your hair, all this other stuff he couldn't do. And it is what it is. You go after who you love. And she loved him. They have, 3 children together? And apparently he knew everything that occurred, took her in, held her, and loved her. Now this is where it gets quite interesting. Cassie sues P. Diddy and successfully wins. Now, she said that he did a lot of things that were criminal activities, but that's not why she sued him. She sued him for money. So if it were criminal activities, Cassie, you should have done what the criminal way. But it is what it is. That's not what you were going for. Now she got $30 million out of the deal between her and P. Diddy, right? And with that deal, she got that money and said, you're not going to talk about it. She didn't talk about it. Here's the interesting part. Everything that she said, I did frico offers and we brought other people into it. Now, she is being sued civilly the way she did to P. Diddy. And this is where the woman down comes in. Oh, woman down. Wow. She gets sued by the guys that she called up to participate in the frico offers to help P. Diddy get where he needed to be. Now, keep in mind, P. Diddy's in his 50s. He's in his 50s. She's still in her early 30s? Early 30s. So, P. Diddy's old. His knees hurt. His back hurts. His tallywhacker, that's a completely different story, being on all those rugs, right? All those years, all those rugs, it makes this go down. Well, it went down and brought other people in, meaning guys, to fulfill the need for her that P. Diddy had a hard time doing because he was on all those rugs. And his back hurt. And his knee hurt. I don't know which knee, but something hurt. Anyway, she's being sued by the guys that she had schmecks with. And they're stating she had a SNT, an SUD, right? Or STD. Yeah, STD. And gave it to them. Now imagine how many people in that circle got that same STD. Now, since she got that money, the guys waited like Birdman. When she got that money, the lawsuits hit. Oh, Cassie. So, her husband knew. He said, I love my wife. She's strong and she lived through it and she survived. Okay, Mr. Fine, Mr. Alex Fine. Okay. You were okay with that. And heard everything that she said in court. That had to hurt. Oh my goodness, that had to do some serious damage to her husband's ego. That's my wife. I love her. That was before me. I can't pay attention to what occurred before me, but that had to do some things to him. So now these guys that she been with, pulling out these lawsuits, and she only has $30 million, a little less than that. She's not doing anything to make that money and move forward with that money. She's only spending money. She's not doing anything to create more money. She's not doing that. And she tried to go off on a world tour on a couple of songs. Nah, Cassie, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. But however, she tried it. She left the United States. Cassie left the United States. I don't live in the United States anymore. So whatever you got for me, it's not going to work because I'm not there. I'm cross jurisdictions and you can't get me. I'm just saying. Just saying. So, woman down. And this is the second part of the woman down. She has 3 children. I think she has a son. I know she has 2 daughters and possibly a son. Information on the net doesn't go away. It doesn't. And at some point, they're going to hear about their mother being a singer. And they're going to get on the internet, whatever it may be, 17, 18 years from now, or maybe even before that, while they're doing schoolwork, saying, okay, my mom, Cassie Ventura, was in an entertainment and she was a singer, and then they're gonna see the lawsuit and all this stuff that went on around that situation, or shall I say situation. How they're gonna have to deal with that. Now, imagine what her children, are going to think and feel about their mother, and most definitely their father. It's going to be very interesting because children have a way of looking at things, processing it, and as they get older, who are your parents? Cassie Ventura Fine. I think she hyphenated her name, and Alex Fine. This is going to be rough as they get older, but this is another episode of Woman Down, and Cassie Fine, is most definitely down bad. On that note, please like, subscribe, leave a message, and please help me continue growing because I'm shadow banned bad. On that note, I want to thank you for stopping by.